Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Unconventional Jake, and welcome back to my altar. So, I forgot to add Aquarius to the Leo Walk Through the Houses video. Leo Spiritual Reckoning Through the 12 Houses video. Whatever it was named. I was informed in the comment section that I did not include Aquarius. That's my stomach bothering me now. Anywho, so where would Leo be without Aquarius? Where would Aquarius be without Leo? Where would I be without you, baby? 'Cause if you need me, put it on you, because I love you. And don't you forget, whenever you need me, you want me to put it on you. Come on. What would it be? Because that's the axis. Leo and Aquarius. Remember, you can't Leo without Aquarius. I mean, you can, but you'll be stagnant and stuck in 180-degree energy. You know, in this realm, this is the realm of duality. You know, we out where there's an up, there's a down. if Leo take a hit on one side, Aquarius is going to feel a hit on the other side. It may not be as hard, but, you know, we're going to feel it. I am Aquarius first house, Aquarius rising, okay? Aquarius sun. So, where should I start? So, Leo cannot build a kingdom alone. No. That's what I'm saying. Leo, if Leo thinks that he can build a kingdom alone, he ain't balanced. He or she. I'm going to say he because it's a masculine energy. But he must walk with those encoded to carry fire, okay, legacy, and divine rebellion. Divine rebellion, because you can rebel, okay? You can rebel. Make sure that it's with a cause. Have your cause. Okay, when you're rebelling without a cause, that's foolish. And, you know, stupid. And wasted energy. Who got time to waste energy? Okay? So, the spiritual meaning of the 11th house. I was finna say the 12th house. Y'all, I need to get back in the bed before I go in. But anyway, so, let me pull up my notes. So the 11th house is the house of the chosen, okay, the visionary, the collective destiny. And it governs soul tribe connections, cosmic alliances, community, friendships, and shared spiritual missions, divine timing in relationships and partnerships, platforms, networks, movements, collective breakthroughs, technological and energetic evolution, the release of old tribes for new timelines, your role within the whole. So this is where Aquarius meets the crown, okay? The wisdom of the air realm meeting the fire of legacy. This is where we are, okay? So, the Leo and Aquarius axis. The sun needs the star. Leo shine brightly without alignment. His light can be wasted. Did I just say, who got time to waste energy, though? Just because you got it to burn, that don't mean that, because, baby, you'll burn out before your time. Okay? And we all know Aquarius got energy. Leo got energy. I just heard, I call the young because they're strong. And see, this is what I was telling somebody last night about the Leo's energy. It's a masculine energy, but Sagittarius is the man. Like the old Muhammad Ali. Leo is the young Muhammad Ali. Come on, bouncing around, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You got that energy. You know what I'm saying? So, the axis where the sun needs the star, okay, and the star needs the sun. So Leo shines brightly, but without alignment, his light can be wasted. Aquarius provides the network, purpose, prophetic partnerships to sustain Leo's radiance beyond performance. Beyond performance. Because anybody can perform and put on a show. I ain't even bring that up. But anyway, I was going to say something. So, I'm going to say it. So, a couple nights ago on my job, so I read birth natal charts. And this guy, okay, who's over my team, he's a team lead. He's a Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Mercury, Leo Venus, Leo, like Leo. So anytime you got a lot of Leo and Uranuses and places where, you know, you're not, you like same sex relationships, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with it. If that's what you like, that's what you like. But 9 times out of 10, all that Leo, because Leo is vivacious, okay? Leo is sassy. Leo is bossy. Leo is arrogant. Leo is what you thought. Leo's big-headed with a big heart. So this night I was like an hour or either 30 minutes late for work or whatever, but I get to the line, my team lead is in my spot, and so I'm gonna say products was passing us as I was, you know, taking my position. I started on a sequence number that was behind him. And we had a new process as well that was added to that station. They constantly add new shit to that station because it's the last station before products leave that department. So I'm quality check. So he left. I'm doing my job, but yet I'm a team player, so I'm helping others who are behind because I can do that. So all of a sudden, team lead walks back and he takes a piece of paper, a piece of tape off of the product, and he lays it in the back of the product so that I can see it. And as I'm talking, I was like, oh, I forgot about that process because it's new. You know what I'm saying? It's a new process. And so as I'm talking, he walks off. And I said, oh, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed because I don't like to be ignored. But I'm mature, I'm grown, and I got myself together. But he came back again. He left after he put the tape. He left, went on the opposite side of the gate. By this time, when he comes back, I'm helping the team member with their process, you know, because they were behind. They was in my station, you know. So let me help you out so you can get caught up. That was what my mind was at. He comes with all that air in his chest. And, you know, I'm an Aquarius. I am the Aquarius. Okay? You're going to respect me. He's a Leo. I don't give a fuck how much Leo you got in your chart. You can't do shit with me. Do you hear me? But anyway, I digress. But he came with all that air in his chest. Why are you up here? Loud. And he was just talking. And I was like, you know, I'm quiet first. Because I had to scope this little nigga out. I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm doing what I've been doing. And he was like, well, this is why so much stuff is getting to the back. First of all, I'm the gatekeeper. I don't miss nothing. I ain't saying that I'm perfect now. But I catch a lot of stuff. I do my job. That's enough. I don't like to talk about myself. I'm just going to put that right there. Okay? And they all know it. So, all that okay, you the team leader. You pick and choose, you favor, and y'all click up and key, and ha, and all that. I do my job. Okay? This is Scorpio in the 10th house right here, baby. I do my job, and I do it well. As a matter of fact, anyway. So he continued to talk. But once he was done, because I was calm, and I was like, okay, but you need to understand that this, look, 11:11 on the clock. I was like, but you need to understand that this process is fairly new, and it was like 3 cars that got by. So, of course, you knew the sequence I started on. What were you complaining about? Yeah, you was going to walk those cars back. Duh, you know what I'm saying? So, however, I didn't have another one of those products to come up where I had to take one off, other than the one that I missed. Okay? So, he began to talk, but he was not listening to me because I was like, well, I forgot. And that's what I was trying to tell you before you walked off, before you turned your back, And he was, he got louder, Leo. Wanted the stage. It was the people, everybody was around, and he had his little team lead title and all that stuff and carrying on. And he was like, I'm telling you as your team leader that you need to and and was just talking out loud. And I got up in his face because I forgot. But I wanted him to hear me. I said, I hear you. But what I'm telling you is that you need to hear me. I forgot. The process is fairly new. Now get your ass out of my motherfucking face. That's what I felt like. Because I'm walking up on him. I was like, okay, I need to check this. But I was watching my energy. I was watching myself because in the moment I pass the first lick. I do when I'm mad. I do. So I heard something say, back up. I backed up because I felt myself getting upset. And he kept talking. So I was like, By this time, a group leader was down there. Another team leader was down there because we're at the end of the line. They're they're catching stuff before it goes out of the gate. And so he's still putting on a show. I put on a show right with that motherfucker. He was embarrassed. Not me. I ain't saying I got on his level, but I rose up. Okay? Because that was just dishonor. We all grown. You need to go take I was like, you need to go take a team leader class because I don't know where you think you can sit up and talk to me or anybody else that's grown and hold their own. Okay? You don't make nothing but $1 more than me. And the old baby, when I said all that, he was like, get off the line. He was theatrical. Boop, boop, baby. He was doing what is it, Janet Jackson? He was all over the place. And so I was like, I ain't going nowhere. I was like, you ain't nobody. Oh, baby, I hurt his feelings. I ain't gonna tell you all I said. But I ain't buck like I wanted to. But I wanted him to hear me and know that you can't boss me around. I can't be boss. I don't know. You ain't finna tell me what to do. I know what to do. I know what the fuck I'm doing. And I do my job. So, but he wanted me to leave. Like, he kept saying, leave the line, leave the line. And his punk ass gonna look at the group leader and say, can you please tell Justin to get off the line? I am your team leader. That man put his hand in his pocket and said, I ain't finna get in there. You need to call your AM. Because if he had got in today, it definitely would have got ugly. Because baby, I've been walked out of plenty. You hear me? But anywho, he gonna he calls the AM. And he kept saying, you need to get off the line. So I was like, make me move. Make me move. But I had to turn my back. Because if I had kept my eyes on him, it would have been on. I ain't even tell you no lie. And I'm so proud of myself, y'all. Do you hear me? I am proud. Proud of myself. So, I left his ass right there talking. And I kept circling around the line, the product. Okay? He was still talking. I ignored the shit out of that motherfucker. He didn't like it. So, by that time, the AM came. And when the AM called me, that's when I left the line. Okay? And we went in the break area. And he was like, what's going on? And I said, ask the people what's going on. He out of order. And then, it was then where I exposed him. Because I ain't no snitch. But that was my time to tell what he does. Who he does it with. Who he clicks up with. Okay? Who he lets live. That means who he favor. Okay? And who he gives the heavy weight to. I don't complain. But it was really nothing. You made nothing out of something. The only thing you had to do was hear me. It was so bad. They talked about him. That happened that first quarter. The second, third, fourth quarter, and the next day, he was talked about. And was laughed at. Because who you thought you was? What you thought this was? Who you thought you was talking to? And it could have went another way. Because shit it could have got different. You feel me? So, I gave him a stage. He created the stage. And he performed. But I was the main act. And I thought about that. I was like, how are you a Leo? And Leo said, and see, this is going to back up what I'm saying. You cannot be. I don't care if you got Leo South Node, Leo Moon, whatever those planets that are close to the sun. If you are a Leo during Leo season, stand in integrity. Do what you're supposed to do. Okay? Vibrate high. Or you will be put to shame. You'll stay on a karmic loop. Okay? Do what you're supposed to do. My grandma said respect due to a dog. Because, baby, you talking about ego. That thing was in his ego. He was very vivacious. Like a woman. You know, he was just, he was all, I mean, but baby, I'm the woman. I had to show him. And I did. Wasted energy. I had aim. I've been sized him up. He was calculated. You know. It's just the times before I didn't say anything. But if he had to listen, okay, because he got in trouble, not me. He got in trouble. But if he had to balance out his energy, it stopped. One, his ego was in the way. The motherfucker couldn't see. He couldn't see because he wanted the stage. He wanted to shine. He was like, I am your team leader, and I want you off the line and bringing up the problem. This is why so much stuff is getting to the back. When so much stuff is getting to the back, because you're only on who you want to be on. But when your friends down here and y'all stands up here and talk and your buddies, you know what I'm saying? Where all that at? Huh? Where is it? Baby, I put that fire out. Out. Completely out. And he was shamed. Nothing. He had so much shame on his face. Because who you was who was you talking to? Somebody get out the line. Then you doing all that damn pointing. Ain't no children up in here. But anyway, balance out your energy. What would Leo be without Aquarius? Leo is I am. Aquarius is I know. But because of the sun, Leo will. Okay, but Aquarius is I know, I am, and I will. I don't care how you put it. You better balance it out and make sure it's going where it's supposed to go. Okay, them all the dominant words. Because you got Saturn. Saturn is to fuck around and find out. Uranus, that's the sudden change. That's explosive. I mean, what am I thinking about fives for? Maybe the fives in tarot. Sudden changes. 5 of Swords. 5 of Cups. 5 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Sudden change. And I'm born on number 5 day. At 5. I ain't even going to tell you my time. But I'm surrounded by 5s, okay? I ain't bipolar, but I will swap that shit up on your ass. I'm nice till I'm not. I'm very balanced. And it always is till it ain't. You better step correct. So Leo shines brightly, but without alignment, his light can be wasted. Aquarius provides the network, purpose, and prophetic partnerships to sustain Leo's radiance beyond performance. Okay, so this is where Leo's creativity becomes collaboration. And his individuality becomes influence. So the declaration for the 11th house is, I attract the real ones. I shine among those who carry light. I am not alone. So your shadow work prompts for the 11th house. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. What have you performed in order to be accepted? What have you performed in order to be accepted? What are you pouring out of your cup as an Aquarius, the water bearer, in order for the collective to accept what you're pouring? Is your water contaminated? What tribe or circle have you spiritually outgrown? Are you still hanging around people that y'all ain't, vibing and the energy's just not there, and, situationships and all that stuff just don't serve you anymore? Have you outgrown your circle? Are you hiding your gifts to maintain old loyalty? Because one thing Aquarius is going to do is shine bright. Now, we got ego too. Even when we don't want to have it. We just have it. This is why we're the star. Okay? It don't take but just a little bit. Give me a little fire. Give me a little flame, yeah. Give me a relight and wine, yeah. It don't take nothing but a little bit. Because Aquarius love to shine. We gonna shine. But we like to shine amongst other stars. It ain't got to be about us. It ain't never personal. Just like the other night. It wasn't personal. But it was definitely different for him. Not me. Are you hiding your gifts to maintain old loyalty? That's people pleasing. People pleasing. Making other people comfortable. Okay. Because you've known them for a long time. You're honoring a relationship. Oh, well, because of time and, child. I've known this girl for 30 years and if it's time to say bye, it's time to say bye. If it's time to cut it off, then you need to cut it. Okay? What parts of you come alive when you're with your true people? Okay? Because ain't nothing like a happy Aquarius. Because Aquarius is inspiration. Aquarius is hope. What can kill hope? Nothing. Nothing. What kills hope? That's faith. What parts of you come alive when you with your true people? One thing about Aquarius, when they are in alignment, they dance to the beat of their own drum. And they are the shit. Do you hear me? They know it too. Other people know it too. They're supposed to be. That's why they're here. This is why they're electric. They shock your ass back to life like the wife gives life. Aquarius gives life to dead situations where you can't see your way out. Aquarius, this is why we hold the water. We are water. But this is why I say air is a higher octave of water. Oh, it's a higher octave. I ain't no astrologer, but I don't give a fuck what they say. If any of y'all is an astrologer and you watching these and you disagree, that's your problem. Because air is a higher octave, okay, than water. And it's in everything. It's in everything, like water. Just different form. Just like now. I'm breathing in air. But the very air that I'm breathing in, I'm also breathing in water too. So it's like invisible. You know what I'm saying? It can get into places that water can't. I'm not. Let's keep going. Who are you being called to walk away from to make room for your soul aligned network? Ooh, all right, Aquarius. Remember I was talking about that 180 degree energy. You got to come out of that's stuck in that stagnant energy. You got to, Leo, once you pair with Leo, it's like iron sharpening iron. Then you get the sparks, get the flying. And next thing you know, it's a combustible. But it's good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's opposites. And the combustible is the creation of a thing. And of a good thing. Because this is your polar opposite energy. So, here's a spiritual ritual for the 11th house activation. Okay? To activate your soul network with these 3 steps that I'm about to give you. It says, call or message someone along your spiritual path, not out of obligation, but out of divine alignment. Let the bridge be built, not out of obligation. Remember we was talking about that time, like when you feel obligated because I've known this girl or this man for 30 years and I owe my loyalty to this person. Do what's right. You're the truth seeker, the truth speaker, the truth walker. Aquarius. Come on now, because Saturn is your planetary ruler. Now, we got Uranus. But I ain't talking about Uranus. I'm not taking nothing away from Uranus, but Saturn. And, you know, some people call that planet, you know, that energy the devil. But I call it the mother and the father. But I like to view it as the mother, because Saturn knows what you need. I got what you want. I got what you need. Can you get another shot? Cause this time I'ma make it hot. Cause honey, Saturn makes it hot. Saturn is father time. Saturn is discipline. Saturn is, did you get your lesson? Saturn is restrictions. Saturn is different. Remember when I say you come over here, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. Because I got the patience. And there's one thing about Aquarius. We can play y'all's game. We can play your game. Because we can see. That's why it always is until it ain't. Or it ain't until it is. This is why Aquarius is walking contradictions. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a time for everything. And Aquarius understands that. But anywho, I don't want to veer off the topic. But let the bridge be built. Alchemize your energy. Come out of isolation. You know what I'm saying? Be the light. Shine amongst the stars. But find your soul tribe. Find your group. And get to work. So, light a purple candle. This is number 2. For spiritual unity, divine networking, and truth encoded friendships. Say, let the kingdom assemble. Let those with my fire be drawn to me. Or drawn to me. Say that again. Get your purple candle. Light it for spiritual unity. For divine networking. And truth encoded friendship. Gotta walk in the truth. You gotta have the truth. So, say this. Let the kingdom assemble. Let those with my fire be drawn to me. Let those with my fire be drawn to me. Only thing you gotta do is walk, baby. Walk this way. Talk this way. And number 3, reflect. Leo becomes a magnet for legacy partners. Okay? Journal or speak aloud your vision for the kind of community you're building. When you speak it, you're setting the energetic field for it to manifest into your reality. Okay? So the purpose of this portal is to reveal what kind of community you are attracting, repelling, or outgrowing. So Leo must now choose wisely his aliases. No more friends who are silent sabotagers. No more being the brightest in the room full of dim intentions. Okay? The example I gave you of that team lead, dim intentions. Okay? The real ones are arriving. All thing you gotta do is stand in truth. Stand in integrity. Be honest. You know? So, here's a closing anointing for you. Because, like I said, what would Leo be without Aquarius? You know what I mean? Aquarius holds Leo up. Holds arms up. They hold each other up. This is the axis, for God's sakes. Okay? So, wait, where my notes go? Okay, so say this. loud over your candle. You choose your own color candle. I do not perform for crumbs of connections. I attract those who speak the same light language. I am ready for the circle, the covenant, and the collective. May the false alliances fall. May the sacred kingdom rise. Let the real ones come forth. Do I want to pull some cards? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think I did it for the others. I'm going to pull 2. One is going to be from the strong man. And then one from the silent black man. No, the silent cries of the black man. Okay. This is what you're leaving behind. Ooh. Well, I feel drawn to both of these cards. And they're both written in orange. So, I guess I can do both of them. So, bear with me. What would I be without you, baby? Aquarius. How y'all doing that day? Pluto in Aquarius? Or is it back in Capricorn? I don't know. But baby, Pluto is talking about, look, if you buck, bud. Look, if you buck. Dang on planets in the first house. You got Saturn, Uranus. What's Aries? Mars. Your sun. What else? Pluto. Pluto and Mars. Yeah, look if you buck. Yeah, we knucking and bucking and ready to fight. Okay, Spirit. So, the first card is the wound. I got 2 wounds. So, we're going to do the first. I'm going to do this twice. What am I releasing? What am I releasing? Oh, and I got 2. So, here we go. So, this is the womb. This is the core. This is the thing that keeps you stuck. What can no longer come with me on this portal? The silent cries of the black man. Molested by my uncle. The betrayal that broke my safety. So this card is a gut-wrenching mirror of a boy's first betrayal. Not by a stranger, but by a relative. For some of y'all, it could have been a stranger, a friend, you know, a family, whatever. Molestation by an uncle or aunt is not just the theft of innocence. It's the distortion of familial safety. So, oh y'all, excuse me. So this energy, the strong man shows up later as hypersexuality, silence, numbness, or violent outbursts. It's just loud, you know. So the boy may grow into a man who never feels safe in his own skin. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I gotta keep going. So his silent cry, was it my fault? Why didn't anyone stop him or her? How could he look me in the eye like nothing happened? If my own family did not protect me, who will? What part of me invited this? These is the cries from the heart. But you've been called to acknowledge whose silence felt like betrayal. Okay? Whose silence felt like betrayal? Was it yours? Okay? Because one thing I've noticed about families where molestation and stuff is going on, nobody talks about it. But see, if you're an Aquarius, you carry the sword of truth. Babe, you're supposed to be singing it like Kiki Wyatt. No, her mouth loud. Okay? You're supposed to be shouting it. Because the truth, wisdom cries out, high places. You're supposed to be, ring the alarm. Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing Beyonce, ring the alarm. You're supposed to be ringing the alarm, honey. Speak on it. Talk about it. It's uncomfortable, but so what? You used to uncomfortable situations, Aquarius. So, this ain't about loyalty and peace, keeping peace. It's not about people pleasing. This is about you healing and you becoming whole. Because this can no longer come with you onto this portal. Not the 888. So healing. You are not what happened to you. Understand. Please understand. And if you don't get nothing else, and all you're getting, this is what you need to understand. You are not what happened to you. Name what happened and then reclaim the boy who was stolen. Reclaim your energy. Okay, take yourself back. Create a new timeline. You can do that. This is why Aquarius holds the water, because they have to detach from the emotion to see things from a higher perspective so that they can move on and be progressive. Okay? Now, the lion. What am I reclaiming? Self-neglect. Self-neglect. Because this hit you in your womb of worth, self-worth. Because this right here had you thinking, or had you walking in the belief that, care must be earned. You know what I'm saying? Love is earned, or I'm going to put others before me, or I'm just going to let this, I'm going to be passive, But it caused you to give from depletion of overflow. And Aquarius guilty of giving from depletion? Because, baby, your cistern got to be filled with water, and your water got to be clean. Okay? That's important. So, what power is being restored? You focusing on yourself, because you are worthy of rest, softness, and sustenance. You're worthy to feel comfortable in your skin. This is you focusing on you, putting yourself first. Because staying in this energy is a distorted earth energy. Okay? It's distorted. So nourish your worth. This is the lion right here. Okay. This is the royal tree. This is what you're being called to reclaim. You. All right. So the gate. What's waiting on the other side of the gate for Aquarius? Let's see, honey. Because where would I be without you, baby? What's waiting on the other side of the obedience of Aquarius for keeping the sacred contract? Ooh. Really? What gate is opening for Aquarius? Oh, didn't we get this already? Sacred inner space. Sacral chakra, tenderness, and sensuality. This is what's opening up for you, Aquarius. Now, let me read this. I'm sure we've gotten this card already. Come on. Where would I be? Where would I be without my baby? The sacral chakra is found below the belly button. Yeah, I'm read this before. So, you're being guided to the gateway of your sacred self, your holy self. This is an opportunity to recognize that the more tender and vulnerable aspects of your being holds keys to great power. Woo. Honor the sacred within. Reclaim any parts of yourself you have disconnected from or abandoned. Confirmation, come on. If you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. So the video that I did, that YouTube, the first video where it was like an hour and 30 minutes, and it said it, you know, as a thumbnail. It was in the thumbnail that the video was like an hour and 30 minutes. But, you know, when you played the video, it was only like an hour and 20, a minute and what, 20 seconds. So I want to say that card probably came out during that time, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, because I remember this card just plain as day. If you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. There's a huge lesson in finding love within yourself. Realize that false narratives have been floating around your energetic field. Stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself. You may even have been lied to and told you aren't beautiful. This card is here to remind you that you are beautiful, and more importantly, you can create beauty in the world. Recognize that you hold the power of the universe within, and then you'll find your flow. Yeah, because it's a lotus flower in this card, I think. Yeah, it is. Lotus flower bomb. So, sacred inner space. Tapping into the inner you. This is the gate. This is the abundance. Okay, this is the flow. Alright, so I got another card. I felt drawn to this card here. This is number 2. Mama had too many babies. The exhausted son who raised siblings or sister. The exhausted eldest sibling who raised the younger siblings, okay? And this also, I'm not just going to say it's for black men. This could be for black women too, because women get molested as well. So, you know, the axe is laid at the tree. So, the exhausted son who raised siblings. Where am I? So, what am I releasing? This is what you're releasing. The cry from the eldest son or daughter's mouth. The one who became a parent too soon. Okay. Mama didn't have time. She was tired, worn, chasing help, chasing love, and chasing God. So you feel like you became a third parent. The unpaid babysitter, the forgotten sibling. This card exposes the strong man. Okay. Or strong. Well, this is strong man because it's things that grip you. Okay. This is the root energy of what keeps you stuck. Okay. So this is the strong man of resentment, wrapped in responsibility. He or she carried everyone, and now he can't. Let me see. And now he have a hard time carrying himself. So this is the silent cry of the black man or the woman or whoever, because this is just open read, okay? I am addicted because I suppress my emotions. I raised them, and now they are living well, but I can't get what I gave in return. No one sees me. So you're being called to acknowledge or to ask yourself, how can you forgive them and still create your own identity to be progressive and move forward? That's a journal prompt for you. Because what you need to know is this is how you're going to heal. It's just acknowledging the fact that it's okay to say, I was overwhelmed. Because, and this is why the second card came out, the lion. Because what are you reclaiming? The shadow of the ego. Because what you did was you were blaming. You were speaking the truth, but you were blaming. But even as a child, and I just heard the buck stops here at some point. You know what I'm saying? The load was heavy. And the core wound here is you felt powerlessness masked as projection. Okay, so you in your older, see, this was your addiction to blame. But see, what you're reclaiming is your power back. Because you're going to no longer project. Okay? You're going to take what happened, stand in it, because the shadow message in the blame card is you make others the villain to avoid your own wound. And see, some people like to stay stuck because they're comfortable with sitting. And how do you say it? I just seen somebody licking their wound like like this is mine. This is my wound. Precious. Like from the Lord of the Rings, how you cherishing that ring, that's how y'all cherish the wound. The blame. Okay. But reclaim your role in the story. Healing begins with responsibility. It's okay to say I was overwhelmed. Now get up from there. Move forward, not backwards. Okay? Because this archetype is distorted Aries Pluto energy. Divine counterpart. Self-responsibility. This is what you're reclaiming. What power is being restored? Your voice, your vision, your fire, your inheritance. Self-responsibility. I was overwhelmed. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, mama had too many babies. Yeah, I was the oldest sibling. Yeah, I raised them. Yeah, I felt like a third parent. Yeah. But what do you want now for you? What do you envision for yourself now that you've acknowledged? Now that You've come to yourself. This is the royal truth. And this is what you're being called to reclaim. This is what you're building on, okay? Self-responsibility. All right? So you can go out there and build that bridge with your community, okay? Of people that are in alignment with you. Here we go. Where would I be? 701. What gate is waiting on the other side for Aquarius? Because this is the prophecy, the reward, the alignment that opens when you walk through fully. But divine results is on the other side of this 888 shift. It's 3 cards. I just want one. Just give me one. Please and thank you. My stomach is, ooh, I need to eat something. Okay, I am presence. I am presence. Light body activation. Accessing the divine within. This is a nice energy. Okay, I am presence. Ooh, wee, baby, y'all sound like somebody finna definitely be creating. The I am, baby, Leo hitting your house, and you are already saying I am. That's the sun. The sun is I am. It's still Leo's though. That's the dominant word for Leo because of the sun. I am. Leo's dominant word is I will. Because I am. I will. Tell me that I can't so I can show you that I can. Okay. This is determined energy. So this is, I'm hearing Most High's energy. Let's see. This song's still in my head. What would I be without my baby? Okay. Where do I start? So you're going to experience a great shift that's going to help you understand yourself in ways that were previously impossible. Because you know when you pointing, playing a blame game, you don't see nobody but the person that you know you blaming. You definitely don't see yourself. But this is an exciting time. You are connecting with the highest form of intelligence within you. The body of light within you is growing brighter, and you are becoming aware of how your actions and choices affect the unfolding of your future. The bright light you are is expressing itself unapologetically. I'm here, oh, she in Aquarius. Fuck what you heard, what you know. I never been scared of a hoe. I'm looking for you to lay low. Oh, hoes want to go toe to toe. That's that Pluto. Did I just say Aries, Pluto? What did I see that at? See what I'm saying? Aries, Pluto. I ain't making it up. This is cocky energy. Of course, I am. This is Most High. This is ego. But in alignment, okay? Let me say that. In alignment. This song is Yeah, y'all gonna be checking folks, putting people in their place, commanding them to like, and it's not so much the way that you're going to be checking people is in your presence. You ain't gonna have to say nothing. This is just a divine shift that's gonna take place with you, because they're used to you. You all this gonna get, you ain't gonna say nothing. Okay, it's action now for you. Y'all about to get, I'm talking about you, y'all about to get just exposing. I mean, this truth that you're carrying. It's a lot of exposing. It's going to take place, but like within you, because it's something. Your light was hidden. It was dim because you put others before you. So that people pleasing energy is fading away. That's what's that's another thing that's being released, because you're stepping into Leo, I am energy. Because now you're building yourself up. Who am I? Y'all remember the dark winged duck? What was that? The thing that he used to say before? I am the terror that flash in the night. I am the shadows or whatever. And every time you turn around, it's I. And I was like, oh. You know, I got that Scorpio stellium and I was feeling it. I was like, oh, okay. I love it. Cause I got me an invocation just like that. Trust me, I say it every day. Every day. Every day. I build me up. Every day. I'm cocky. Okay? Because I know who I am. Unapologetically speaking. Okay? So, where do you want me to go with this? I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me, please. Bear with me. Let's do a diary of a spiritual black sheep. Just because y'all are different. We different. We the alien. Aquarius is the black sheep. Alright. Alone does not have to mean lonely. This may be a time where romantic partnerships is not in alignment for you. You pray for signs to release the past and have received them. Embrace this time of isolation to focus on your passions. Focus on you. Do not become tempted to fill the void space with temporary pleasures. Greater opportunities will present themselves, but not before you are ready. One more card. Okay, so your creativity is at an all-time high. This is why you don't need to be trying to fill a void. Okay, because your creativity is at an all-time high. Invest in your ideas as they will reap a great harvest due to your love and passion for this creative work. Do not procrastinate or become distracted with the wrong energy. Put that card back up. Don't procrastinate or become distracted, okay, with the wrong energy. This is the right time to seize the moment and take action while manifesting your energy. You are the artist with a great masterpiece, and only you can bring this vision to the world. You got work to do, Aquarius. Yeah, some of you guys are dreamers out there. Where is that? There we go. I'm going to pull a message from the Guided Light book, Shavi Zane. Shavi Zane. These are Shavi Zane's cards as well. Diary of a Spiritual Black Sheep. So let's get a random message. I feel like I need to use the frequency book, but this is gonna do. I ain't bring all my stuff in here. Whoa. I'm not gonna read all of this. But this is chapter 9, coming into union with yourself. Now, why did it stop like this? I'm going to read the first passage here. You guys need to change how you're viewing your alone time, okay? It says, you may feel a sense of loneliness during this phase of your journey, which is prompting you to cultivate patience as you experience growth within yourself. While things may seem stagnant, true friends may be sacred, and romance may not meet your expectations or may be absent. Remember that everything happens for a reason. This period is allowing you to connect more deeply with yourself. Free from external influences. Although you may struggle with feeling trapped. You may struggle with feeling trapped by your current situation. Remember that this mindset is self-imprisoned and not reflective of your true reality. It's simply a matter of how you perceive this season of your life. Now I'm going to skip to the last passage. Is it the last? I don't know. It's not, but this page was not where my thumb stopped on. But I'm going to read this. It says, this journey is spiritual before it's physical, and each of us selects a path and plays a part in the evolution of humanity. Okay, Aquarius. Now let's get to this part. It says, express gratitude and keep moving forward. Balance will be restored in your life, both internally and externally. It's time to reclaim your power and declare and decree that you are free and worthy of genuine happiness. Shift your thoughts towards the positive, and you will change your outcomes. Remember, you are the captain of your ship, capable of steering in whichever direction you choose based on your predominant thoughts and habits. I don't know what I was going to say. Instead of dwelling on the negatives, take this opportunity to reconnect with yourself and strengthen your bond with your inner self and spiritual support. Do not let your insecurities or fears tempt you to revisit doors that were initially shut. Recognize your emotions in this moment. And if tears arise, permit them to fall. Permit them to fall. It's okay to feel, okay? Aquarius, it is okay to feel. We don't like to feel stuff. I know I don't. But it's okay to feel. Somebody had to learn. So this will help you uncover the source of the wound that led to these painful experiences and gives you the chance to engage in genuine healing. Feel it. Name it. Okay? Acknowledge the wound. Heal it. And reclaim your time. Reclaim you. Reclaim the timeline. Set a new one. So, rather than exhausting yourself by extending your love outwards, embrace this time in solitude and nurture yourself and your inner child with compassion and intention. And it says, by the next season, you will reap a plentiful harvest as a result of hard work you put in and the patience you exercise while waiting on for your rewards. And see, this is where that covenant comes into play. So use this time to rest, pray, and visualize your future desires. Trust that the scales are tipping in your favor and that justice is being served. The tears, painful lessons, and challenges you faced were not in vain. They were part of a divine preparation for a life rich with blessings. You are breaking generational curses and restoring balance by reclaiming your power. You can be confident that just as the scales create balance for your dedication and hard work, they also bring balance for those who wronged you. You walk in Aquarius. You're walking karma, Aquarius. Capricorns too walking Aquarius. Walking karma. What am I saying? Because of Saturn. Saturn is why you're walking karma. I'll probably go as far as saying Libra, because Libra represents the scales, but Saturn is exalted, I believe. Yeah, of course it is. Because Saturn can hand something to Libra, and Libra will take it and say, with my pleasure. Because justice, that's what they all about. So yeah, Libra be like, give it to me. Give me the command. Who do you want me to get? Give it to me. They polar opposite is Aries too. Yeah, I am. So chakras to work on: root chakra, sacral chakra, heart chakra, and crown chakra. So this is what's coming into alignment for you, Aquarius. Sorry I left you guys out. I left myself out. But no, I'm not gonna do that. But I will do this closing affirmation. I honor the truth that rose tonight. I am not afraid of my shadows. I am not bound by old stories. I am the healer I've been waiting for. And I walk forward with my soul intact. Say it, seal it, believe it. Okay? So, as this altar closes, I give thanks to the ancestors of truth, to the spirits that walk with me. Thank you for standing watch while we remember what healing really feels like. To every soul that showed up tonight with open hands and open heart, may the medicine you receive echo long after the cards are quiet. Let every truth spoken ripple through the timelines and return you to yourself. I release this circle in love, in fire, in grace, and I send each of you back to your lives with more awareness, more strength, more soul. Until we meet again, walk wisely, speak truth, protect your altar, and so it is, so it should be. Because the axe is laid at the tree. Alright, I'm Unconventional Jack, and Aquarius, this is your message.